Welcome back to another episode of Dose Dope Podcast. I'm your host Aisha, and your other host Nikki is still out until next week. She'll be back soon, you guys. If you want to follow Nikki and see what she's up to, you can do your best at AYEYO_NICK. And if you follow her and you're lucky enough to see a picture, make sure you like it so she can do more. Okay, so since she's out, I'm just going to be doing another rumors podcast. And today's rumors, we're going to start off with Beyonce and Drake. So, the rumor is Drake has been trying to one-up Beyonce, you can say. Okay. Sorry if my throat's a little scratchy. I don't know what to tell you. That's just the way it is. But anyway, so the rumor is Drake has been trying to one-up Beyonce because of her album coming out and his album being rushed out. Okay, so the rumor is his album was so rushed because her album is supposed to be so breaking and cutting edge that Drake was like, you know what, I want to be the first one to be like coming out with this sound, this like mainstream new sound. Okay, fine. But that's not what he did. He didn't come out with anything that sounded anything like Beyonce. Drake's album sounded like elevator music featuring Drake. Beyonce's album sounds like, okay, I don't know what the album sounds like, but the one single that she came out with sounds way better than Drake's album. That one single sounds like Good Morning. I don't know, something like that. Sounds like Let's Get It. I don't know. Okay. But anyway, yeah, Beyonce album. I mean, I'm excited for her album, but the single that she came out with sounds nothing like what Drake put out with his album. And you have Kevin Hart and other people over here trying to make TikToks dancing to that. What you call music, whatever. We can call that music for now. But it's not better. It's not better than Beyonce. But anyway, so another rumor is Azalea Banks. Oh my gosh. Azalea Banks is saying that Beyonce is copying her because she's been doing house music from the beginning. That's her sound, and now Beyonce is trying to copy her sound, which no. Okay, no. Because this is not the first time that Beyonce made music that sounds like this. Check her catalog. Okay, nobody is checking for Azalea Banks. Go ahead and check Beyonce's catalog and you'll see that she has at least 2 or 3 other songs that sounds like You Won't Break My Soul. Even if it was from the Disney album. Anyway. Next topic is Chris Brown and Normani. Okay. So Chris Brown has a new album out and he's been doing a lot of press. He's actually been recorded saying that he's an alien. Um okay, so we dose dope around here. We do. I dose dope right before I push record. So dope is not what he's on. Chris Brown, whatever he's on, it's not just dope. I'm sorry. Dope as in like, you know, cannabis. Cannabis. Okay, look. He's saying that he's an alien and I feel like either he was very serious and he's like, oh, I'm gonna get roasted, or he was trolling really hard. And he's like, oh, I'm gonna love these comments. I don't know which is which. I don't. Because I know that Chris Brown is a troll. He used to have a really nice sense of humor, but when you've been through what he's been through, when you have just seen everything that he's seen, and I don't even know half of what he's seen. I just know what I've seen on TMZ and Shade Room over the years. Okay, that's all I know. From what I've seen, he's had a bad go. He's had not the best time. I mean, I wouldn't say not the best time because he is Chris Brown, but look, he's been having a target on his back for a long time. And I feel like him like drawing the target on himself was not the best idea if he wanted to sell records right now. Because not only is he talking about being an alien, but he's also I'll talk about Normani. So Chris Brown came out with the video in his single. I'm gonna have to check to see what the single is called. Okay, Warm Embrace. Okay. Alright. So Chris Brown has a new song called Warm Embrace where he features Normani as his video vixen. And he's basically singing to her and wrapping her in his warm embrace. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm here for it. I was here for it because I love Normani. And I know Chris Brown is not just gonna be just collaborating just to collaborate, because he has to carefully craft his art. He's an artist in every sense of the word. So he wants to craft his art. He's not just gonna like put anybody on his music or in his videos. What I think is Chris Brown asked Normani to be in his video. He was probably like laying it out for her and whatever type of way that he laid it out for her, and she was like, okay, I'm feeling that. They did a dance routine together, and Chris Brown probably like was like, okay, I'm glad I picked her, because he's a good actor and everything, but he was acting really good in that video. He was acting really good about wrapping Normani up in a warm embrace. But let me tell you, it's not hard. Normani is a gorgeous, gorgeous human being. So anybody would be lucky to get the opportunity to wrap them or wrap her in their arms. And Chris Brown did for a little bit. And that's just what she wanted to do for her look at that moment. I don't think Normani needs to be dragged for collaborating with Chris Brown because Chris Brown got a DV case 15 years ago. I don't know how long that was, but it was a long time ago. And since then, he's worked with countless. I mean, who hasn't he worked with? Who besides Doja Cat, who's new? Like, he's worked with so many people in the industry since then, including Rihanna, since then. I don't think that Normani needs to be judged and dragged for making the same decision that everybody else made, because like it or not, Chris Brown is still here. He's not dead. He's still here making music. He's apologized year after year after year. He's not going to do it probably ever again. You're just gonna have to take what you get when you get it when it comes to him. What I'm getting right now is Normani is he's feeling Normani. You know, I think that he likes the way he dances. I mean, he likes the way she dances. He likes the way that she sings. And I think that he likes her vibes because she's a sweet girl. She's very talented. And she's beyond beautiful. So, I mean, he'd be probably not straight, just to be honest, if he's not trying to get with Normani in some type of way. Like, if he's not looking at her in that way. I mean, it's Normani. Nobody was looking at Chris Brown in that video the way that they were looking at Normani. They were looking at Chris Brown just to make sure that he's not stepping on her toes. That's it. Nobody cared about Chris Brown singing in this video. They were just looking at Normani dancing, looking at her outfit, looking at her trying not to be, I'm not going to say disgusted, but trying not to be like, trying not to show that she's not trying to be into that situation. Try not to show that she's doing it for the money. That's what I'm getting from Normani Dance with Chris Brown. He is looking at everything about her. She's trying to fix her face, straighten up. Anyway, stop trying to drag Normani for trying to get to the bag. Everybody's doing the same thing. Besides the fact that he thinks he's an alien, which I don't know how, how we didn't catch that before, how Chris Brown probably has some major mental illness issues. I mean, we know that he has anger issues, but we didn't go to the mental illness part yet. I didn't think so. I didn't think that we were there yet. But now, after seeing his interview with Big Boy, I'm there. I'm there. Not say I didn't even see the whole interview. I just seen the part where it looked like he was joking about the fact that he feels like he's not from this world. He's an alien. And many people might agree. But there's also many people who are gonna go crazy. They're gonna go crazy talking about Chris Brown admits that he's an alien. Chris Brown admits that he's a clone. He's not human. Chris Brown, like the conspiracy theories, and part of me says like he's doing that on purpose. He's doing that just because he wants to piss a lot of people off. But then there's another part of me telling me like maybe he needs help. Maybe Chris Brown needs help. And that's okay. We just need to get him the help that he needs. Speaking of help that somebody needs, I saw on Instagram today YG and Tyga on a drop top in full FULL drag, DRAG. I don't want to say it's a conspiracy theory. I don't want to say that it's Illuminati. I don't want to say these things. But I just happened to land on a video recently where this guy's talking about rappers. He's talking about rappers being humiliated and these humiliation rituals. I never heard of that. But after seeing that 30-second clip on World Star of YG and Tyga dressed in full drag portraying the Kardashians. I'm pretty sure Tyga was Kim and YG was Khloe. Oh my god. And I'm pretty sure that's just because of the body size. I'm pretty sure it's just because of body size. But at the same time, it's disturbing. I'm not gonna lie. It didn't look like they were human. It didn't look like they were of this earth. It looked like aliens wanted to mingle, so they dressed like Kim K and Khloe, and they went out in a drop top and they were singing. Never mind, I don't know what I'm saying. It was them. It was them. It was Tyga and YG. Full makeup. I don't know. I don't feel like this is the reality that I'm supposed to be living in. But since I'm here, there's nothing I can do about what I've seen, what's going on around me. I'm just one person. All I can do is observe and report. What I'm observing is madness. And all I can report is my thoughts. This could also be just, an artist being an artist. Like, maybe the music video is like White Chicks, new version of White Chicks or something. It could be anything. Oh my gosh. I just don't want to think it's a humiliation ritual. I mean, Tyga's been making music for so long. If he was going to be a part of a humiliation ritual, it would have probably been like before, definitely before Taste, before that. He's been linked to the Kardashians for years. Okay, so I don't know. I don't think that it's, oh my gosh, I don't want to think that. But the videos that I've been watching seems to think, or seems to imply, that this kind of thing happens a lot in Hollywood. It happens a lot that rappers have to, or not just rappers, but actors, entertainers, they have to compromise who they are as a person in order to humiliate themselves, and then in order to get bigger checks, bigger fame, you know. So part of me says it's that, part of me says it's art. So I don't know. I can't wait till the real video comes out, like the entire video comes out, so that I can make a better, like, judgment on that. So a big part of the weekend, or the end of the week, not really the weekend yet, but the end of the week was, well, was it Friday? I don't know if it was Thursday or Friday, but it was Omarion in Mario versus Battle. Okay, so I didn't watch the entire pre-show, and I did not watch the entire versus battle. I did watch only the highlights, but only because it was a very long battle, and it sounded very bitter, and I don't like consuming negative energy, and that versus battle just had so much negative energy. I didn't want to just like bring that into myself. So what I did was I watched the highlights, and then I skipped through some of the highlights. And from what I seen, number one, Mario won the battle. I didn't hear, when I was skipping through, Mario sounded great. He sounded pretty good. He sounded like he's been performing this whole time. He sounded like he's been on the road. Omarion sounded like he sounded like me in my in my second grade play when they cut the music. Like, I can only sing to the music. When they cut the music and it's just my own voice, I don't know. I need those backup harmonies to carry me. And Omarion definitely needed those backup harmonies. He did bring out Tank, which was a bit cringy to me. Although I love Tank, he just didn't look like he belonged. I don't know. I mean, he definitely belongs in R&B, but he just didn't belong in that versus. I don't know. Tank, Omarion probably shouldn't have brung Tank to the party, because Tank probably outshadowed him in a lot of ways. I mean, because Omarion's voice it wasn't crisp at all. It didn't sound trained. It sounded like my voice right now. I don't know what's going on with my voice right now. I really don't. I just don't know. It could be because I'm tired. It could be because I need some water. But anyway, let me take a sip of water. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my voice right now, but we're just gonna have to get through it. Okay. So, I feel like Omarion won. 2, Tank kind of outshine Omarion, so he probably shouldn't have brung Tank on the stage. And 3, Ray J. I'm gonna say I'm glad Ray J was there because he did give us that golden till my baby's born, till my baby's born. He gave us that. I don't know what that means, but he gave us that. Besides that, what the hell? I don't know. Like, even Brandy was not happy with his performance. Like, during the time I saw her recording him singing, like trying to be there for him. But after, I feel like she was like, okay, well, I am the vocal Bible. I can't just let it fly by that Ray J was singing trash during the versus battle. And I'm glad she didn't. Well, not during the versus battle, but during the pre-show. And I'm glad she didn't because he needed to hear it. Apparently, I saw on Instagram that he deleted one of Brandy's posts when she was like probably chastising him about, his vocal performance. She was saying that how he was supposed to be drinking this tea or whatever. I need the recipe to that tea because I need that right now. Right now. But anyway, she came back and she made sure that her last tweet wasn't deleted when she was saying those vocals were not it. So y'all go and on Instagram and find the post. I'm not gonna read word for word what she said because, like I said, my voice is acting very weird with me right now, and I'm not sure how long I'm gonna be able to talk. So next topic, we have Summer Walker is having a baby. She already has a baby by London on the track, and they had a very tumultuous, their relationship was full of drama. And although we all seen a lot of it on Instagram, I'm sure there was a lot of it that we didn't see. And the pain that she had to go through is clearly stated in her sophomore album, Still Over It, which I loved. I loved Over It and Still Over It, and I'm probably gonna love the next one that she puts out because her voice is just butter to me. I'm not gonna get into how much I love to hear Summer Walker sing because I'm sure everybody loves to hear Summer Walker sing just as much as I do. The rumor is that she's having a baby, and that's the important part. And I'm happy for her, and I hope that she's taking care of herself and, she's taking as much rest as she needs. Okay, looks like I skipped. Okay, so I was supposed to talk about J Boogie accusing Omarion of being a clout chasing, money hungry, fame hog. And so I got those words straight from his post All those words came from him. Clout, money, fame, hug, all those things came from him. Anyway, I don't put it past him. He was saying how Omarion couldn't believe how people liked other members of his group more than him. Me personally, my favorite was Raz B. I was not ever looking at Omarion. I don't know. I just like his lips, I guess. Back then I was probably like on like, I don't know, like a pretty boy thing. I don't know. But my favorite back then was Raz B. And apparently Omarion was always salty about he was never the favorite. So when he started messing with April Jones, I guess he like threw them under the bus, threw the group under the bus so that he can be like a solo artist. It was just so much drama in that text. Look, listen. J-Boogie, he put out like a series of tweets explaining the entire thing. I'm very sure Shade Room or Hollywood Unlocked, one of them, they have all of the posts on their Instagram. Before you go there, make sure you go to our Instagram, Dose Dope, and like her post and follow our Instagram. Follow our feed? I don't know, what do you say? Like, I'm so bad at social media. So bad. So anyway, make sure you guys hit us up on our socials at Dose Dope _420 everywhere. Okay? And next topic, apparently Nick Cannon requires his mini baby mamas, to go through his assistant to schedule time with his children. And I don't fully blame him, because first, he's busy in his career. Second, he has kids he has so many kids. He has so many kids to manage. You probably need an outside source. You probably need a nanny. You need all 15 baby mamas. You need other nannies, au pairs. You need help, okay? So I don't blame him if he tells somebody, if you can't get to me, go through this person and they'll get to me. But I don't think that what he's saying by he has to, or his baby mamas go through his assistant, I don't think what he means is they can't talk to Nick personally. I don't think that's what it is. Even though that's what she tried to make it sound, or no, even though that's what the publication tried to make it sound like, because basically I was strolling and I don't even remember who put that out. I just remember thinking, okay, there could be another side to that. And the other side is, he's probably not saying you have to go through my assistant to talk to me, but if there's something important coming up, you will really want to make sure that I get the message, call her and she'll make sure I get the message. That's probably all he's saying. And he's really busy. He's Nick Cannon. He's a multimillionaire. He manages different career aspects, different shows. He's very busy, so I don't blame him for having to be that way. But I do blame the media for trying to make it seem like he's putting all these kids out here and he's not trying to spend time with the kids. No, that's not it. He probably does his best to spend equal time with all his kids as best as he can. It's like, just because your daddy wasn't there doesn't mean that you gotta be all on the cannon. Okay? Relax. Just be there for your kid. Don't worry about what everybody else is doing with their kids. Just relax. Anyway, so yeah, I just felt like I should put my 2 cents on that, because at some point they're gonna blow it up like Nick Cannon can't take care of his kids just because of that one little statement. And the last thing I want to talk about, well, probably not the last thing, but I don't know, probably the last thing, because like I said, my voice is betraying me. I'm not even that tired, but it sounds like I'm an old lady who's had enough. That's not what I'm trying to sound like. So the next topic is a very hard topic for me to discuss. Okay, like, it's so hard for me to talk about because I never expected this to happen. And I'm so heartbroken. I almost wasn't able to put on a podcast for you guys because my heart is hurting. My brain is hurting. And I just don't know what to do about the abortion laws being overturned in America. I live in Texas. I live in Texas, and my rights have been taken away from me. I know. I know. I know it's a different time. I just think I I didn't think it was so different that I would have to be worried about an unwarranted fetus. I don't know if I can talk on this subject. I don't know, because I'm not in therapy, you guys. And things hurt me very deeply a lot of the times. And what I do for myself is I will meditate on why it hurts and how I can fix how I feel. But this time, it feels so different. This time feels like I don't have any control. This time feels like all my worst fears have come true. Just by this one thing, one monumental setback. Feels like so many setbacks. Feels like so many setbacks. And so many more to come. You guys, I don't think I'm ready to talk about this. I'm very hurt. I'm extremely hurt that my rights have not been protected. But what else am I to suspect from my government? Especially from a government who's being led by a walking, talking, 60s living corpse. Joe Biden, he couldn't see what was happening right in front of him for the last 3 months. He's blind. He's deaf, you guys. I'm not ready for this because I can't talk about this with a clear, unclouded judgment, because in my head, everything is dark. It's just black. Like, black and red. Fuck the world. Fuck everybody. Fuck this shit. I'm angry. I don't know if I can finish on a happy note, but I'll try. The happy note is we are still here to fight for our rights. The happy note is I can vote and I can do my best to make sure that Texas has every right afforded to us in the Constitution. I'm at least happy that I'm not Cardi B, because nobody cares what I think. I'm just talking into the microphone. I mean, not nobody, but there's only like 40 of you who actually really care. And I thank you so much for following us and listening to the podcast every week that we put it out. So thank you. But at the same time, my audience is very small compared to Cardi B's audience. Cardi B, she seems to try to pick a fight with anybody who does not agree with exactly how she lives. And I mean, who's going to agree with exactly how anybody lives? But she's mad that people are coming for her for not speaking up about abortion rights being taken away. And she's mad that people want her to talk when throughout the weeks, throughout the years, people get so angry when Cardi B talks about politics. And to a point, I agree with Cardi. I agree. Like, if she's the type of person who can't ignore negative comments from the internet, then I would also keep my mouth shut. I would not be posting stuff. I would live my life and not care about what anybody else says. I would do the same thing. At the same time, maybe she just doesn't disagree with it. Maybe she doesn't disagree with abortion. That could be an option. Another option could be, I don't know, she just doesn't have the time to get dragged. I don't know. But I don't think that people need to be dragging her just because she didn't speak on a topic that people would drag her for speaking on. Even though it's a very sensitive topic, even though she did her best for people to vote for Joe Biden, who sat like a pussy, like the pussy that he did not protect. I'm sorry. I'm so angry. Because it's not like we had a different choice. The different choice was Joe Biden. Like, we knew going into the election that our rights were on the line. Everybody's rights were on the line. We knew that. What we voted for was security. Security that the Constitution would be upheld at every turn, at every opportunity. But that's not what happened. That's not what happened. What happened? How did this happen? I know. Republicans was like, fucking pussy, Joe Biden. What the fuck you gonna do? We gonna do what we wanna do. What you gonna do? And Joe Biden said, nothing, you idiots. Joe Biden's dead. He's in Kamala Harris' basement. Never mind. I don't want to go to Alcatraz. That was just an Eminem remix. You guys, life is so confusing. Like, we have YG and Tyga dressed in full drag as the Kardashians. And we have Roe versus Wade. Female choice. The choice to give birth. You guys, the choice to give birth was just taken away from us. And there's men dressed as women in the street. What reality is this? What earth is this? Take me back to Earth 1. I want to go back to Earth 1. I didn't sign up for Earth 33. I didn't sign up for this. I want to go home. This is weird. You guys are weird. I don't know if we have chances of going back to normal. I don't know if this decision of the Supreme Court will be permanent. It seems like it will be. Right now, it seems like it's a permanent decision. It feels like nobody really cares. It honestly feels like Joe Biden agrees. Feels like he's like, you know what? It's not such a bad law. You know what? What do women have the right to decide what to do with their bodies? Like, women can't decide what to do with their bodies. That's our job. That's our job. I feel like that's what Joe Biden is saying, because he didn't do shit to stop this. Didn't do shit to stop it. What? Show me what? And now it's a rant. I'm sorry, guys. Look, I'm going to end this podcast right here because I'm depressed. My rights have been taken away from me and I'm depressed. You guys are lucky you got this out of me. This episode was so hard to make because I've been upset all day long with the news that old white males are still in charge of my body that God gave me. God gave me this body, and this fucking dinosaur fucking pale ass basket of fucking eggs is gonna tell me what to do with my body. I'm angry, you guys. I'm sorry. I don't mean to yell. But there's a committee who's committed to pissing me off in America. They're committed to making me want to burn shit down. Fuck everything. Fuck everything. Fuck everything. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be so radical, but fuck everything. I don't even think this is real anymore. And if Ted Cruz and Greg Abbott is not fired, if they don't get fired from Texas, if Texas doesn't fire these fucking asswipes, I'll know for sure. This is not my home. This is not where I belong. I'll know for sure that this is the devil's playground. Texas is the devil's playground. Okay, I'm sorry, you guys. I'm just so upset. I'm livid. I'm just livid. If this is what livid is like for me, because one, I'm very good at controlling myself. And two, I'm high as shit. Very high right now. And three, I don't want to break my microphone by screaming into it. But, you guys, we have to do something. We have to do something fast. We need to fire these asshats out of Texas. And we need to do it this year. Not in another 2 years. Not another 4 years. We need to do it now. It's now. Now is the time. Because this can't be real. But this really has been another episode of Dose Dope Podcast. And don't forget to follow us at DoseDope_420 everywhere. And I hope you guys have a wonderful week. Peace.